for you, 50% off.
Yeah,
Didn't nobody see this?
Takers. There you are. Oh, yeah? Who else?
A recap?
50% off. There you are.
50% off.
Dude, that's almost half.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let's go commit crimes because we're giving 50% off lawyer service. Now, how exactly does one have that much free time? Oh. Like, not even when I was like a teenager did I have this much free time. Well, they're at least 27, 28.
What? Dude, what?
Like, so here's the thing, guys. Like, I know this exists. If not, then who would fill the jails, right? I know it. But my problem here is, okay, why? Nah. No, my problem is that I don't think it should exist. But I understand that people need to have fun. They let off some steam sometimes, right? But I'm not sure it should be at the expense of other people and their property. Okay, go out into the middle of the woods, bro. Right? Go hang out with some bears, right? And do all of that, all of what you just did, basically, with a group of bears, or mountain lion or something. That's where I would suggest these individuals to go. Yeah.
What are we doing? Come on, man, don't.
We got 5 people in there.
Too bad.
Wait. Hey, wait! Wait! Hey, wait! Why is he doing this? Hey, why is he doing this? I did everything. Wait. Please, man, please, no. Please, no. Please.
His father.
Please. Please, man.
This is just a warning. This is just a warning. He's not going to do it.
I'll find a way. I'll make him trust me. Okay?
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. But am I surprised? No. Are you surprised? No. I'm sure you're not.
Guy.
Yeah, huh? Well, I think I got the specifics. I'll call you later. Jeez, chatty one. So, hey, how's it going with Cold Finger, the mini fridge
look at that shot.
mastermind? Did you get a trial date yet?
Well played.
No. He
Very
took the
well
deal.
He took the 5
Perfectly framed. The pull focus was great.
bucks. You were right, as usual. Saul.
Jimmy,
What are you? Something I gotta show you. It's just 3 blocks from here. Look, I know you gotta get to work. This will only take a couple minutes. Please, just drive. If we go right now, it'll be over like that.
which way?
So you're gonna make her late?
Right.
You're gonna make her late for your nonsense, bro? I'm also not sure I enjoy the architecture of these structures here. They recently built something
There, right
like
there.
this
The white one? Yeah, that one, right there.
in an area of Atlanta called Little Five Points. Similar architecture.
Jimmy, we're not buying a house.
Maybe not today, but doesn't hurt to look, does it?
So you're making her waste time?
I drove by this place like a week ago, and I'm curious, aren't you? Just a little?
You can take a photo of it.
Look at all that space. Hey, they want to sell this house. They'll let us in.
Just say you're lawyers. They'll think you have the capital to at least deal with the entry fee of such a structure.
Blue. Is this quartz? I read somewhere that it's good for healing.
So good for healing.
Yeah, in that form.
Hey, you know that 50% off thing I said I wouldn't do?
I did it.
Well, I did it. I told a few potential clients. It just kind of slipped out. And don't worry, I know these people, they're not going to do anything because of some stupid discount. But it was a bonehead move, and I shouldn't have done it. Okay.
50% off. I mean, bonehead move is one way to put it.
This is the closet of your dreams.
Our dreams.
Sure.
Meh.
Where are my Louboutins? Louboutins, Louboutins.
Here's the issue here, guys, personally. Yeah, gigantic space. The space is great, but the shelving is incredibly cheap. Incredibly cheap. In a house like this, I would speculate at least you'd have someone, some type of contractor, maybe even like a woodworker, come in and actually build out the structure properly, rather than what looks to be maybe Lowe's or Home Depot, like prefab, like not even real wood, more like plywood painted things. I mean, if you're going to spend this house maybe a little over 4,000 square feet by the vibe of it, guys, at least do it correctly. Because, like, bro, what is that? What's going on here?
Hey, check this out.
And firstly, I would suggest against doing this in the first place.
Yeah, it's like a mini spa.
That'd be so nice.
Get something smaller. It's just two of you.
And two sinks. But how do you get it going?
Is the water even on?
Maybe the water's shut off.
It's probably winterized.
Maybe.
The house isn't being used.
Hey,
Well, there it goes.
quit it. You're very mature. Very mature.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I would definitely do the same thing to my wife. I would.
Thanks again.
Made a deal.
I'm gonna be honest, he probably needed the vitamins, you know, but right.
Well, I just got called in. Emily's busy and...
No problem.
Are you sure?
Positive. I'll be happy to watch her. But what time do you need me there?
How about now?
Okay.
No.
She's on the sevens.
Sevens?
What?
There's lasagna in the oven, and I should be back for bedtime.
Why?
Sounds good.
Why is she so old and just learning it now? What's happening here?
See you later, sweetie.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
I think education needs to be taken just a little bit more serious in this household.
Sevens are the worst. That's a lot of touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns. It's a big game. Where are we at?
55?
Hey, Mike,
So you
this
think
is
you could have missed the extra point?
a great
no.
structure that you
It's
built here.
56. 7 times 8 is 56.
You got it.
I think you'd probably need a permit for that in the state
My
of
dad
Georgia,
got Eagles, right?
but
Yeah, he sure did.
I think
Was,
so.
was he good at math? And
Yep.
you taught him. But the bad guys got him.
I told you to make those even.
I am.
No, you're not. You're making a mess. You either do it right or you don't do it.
But I want to do it.
You're done. You are done.
Okay. Mike. He's reminiscing, obviously.
Where's Kaylee?
She's in her room. She won't come out. She didn't eat dinner.
Why? What happened?
He yelled at her.
Mike!
And you yelled at her for nothing. Like, if there was a reason, then I would understand, but basically for nothing. Good.
Call. It's too deep for me.
You should have called it. This guy's a clown.
Did I get you? Let me see what you have.
You got a set?
Yeah.
You had 3/8 on the turn.
He was running from that ace.
And then you folded the.
He was running from the. He was completely running from that ace. He was like, wait a second, hold on. 2 aces? You're raising with an ace on the table, and I have an 8. That's what.
Bad. Mucho loco.
I was a clown play, bro.
All right, guys, give me a card.
Read the room. They catch me. But if I get the stuff, all right? If I get the stuff, I bring it back, you'll then trust me.
There he is.
I think that's the methodology.
20 minutes.
Don't you already have an appointment with me on the books?
Yeah, next Tuesday. But, let's get it done right now.
How about we wait till next Tuesday?
My clients need answers. Look, hey, you've got a problem with me, that's fine. Don't take it out on my clients.
This isn't about your clients. This is about your wallet.
Hey, slow down.
You're looking for turnover. You want to churn through more clients, make more money. That's your problem, not mine.
Suzanne, I'm outraged.
She's right. That's who you are, Saul. Seriously, that's who you are. Who and what you are.
Okay, let's review. Your sister Nancy attacked your girlfriend, also named Nancy, with a curling iron. I'm gonna need a face-to-face so I know who I'm representing. Look, I'm in an elevator. Now I'm gonna lose you. Hello? Okay. No.
You did this.
Hello?
Hi, this is ADA Erickson. We're in the South Bank of supposedly working
Elevator.
Damn it!
Please. Sorry, we're stuck between floors 2 and 3. Yeah, how long? Thanks.
He did this, bro.
And?
They're sending someone.
Well, while we're
It's
here,
gonna be a minute.
I can't believe this. I gotta use my time.
Can you do it silently?
Yeah, sure.
bro, you set this woman up. You did that. Consistently. You are consistently a terrible person.
4 months jail?
The vampire stunt? That was negligent arson.
Well, it was more of a prank gone wrong.
The knife was real.
Yeah, but it was used as a prop.
Was the fire a prop?
The blood was fake.
No, bro.
How is that relevant?
Petty misdemeanor.
16.
16.
Plus fines TBD.
Plus fines, TBG.
That's okay. Well, oh,
Oh, yeah, look at that.
just as soon as you're done, right? So,
20 minutes. Your timing isn't perfect. I'm a little swamped right now. We're just going for a ride.
what? Oh. Okay. Okay. What a shame. The ants will have it. Well, I think we know where this is going. I think so. Right? I think we know where this. Saul's obviously going to be used to help Crazy 8 hopefully get out of jail. Right? That's what this is. But obviously they're ending it in a way that makes us fear for Saul's life. I don't really fear for Saul's life. I think Saul is basically good, and we also have seen, obviously, Breaking Bad. We know that nothing is going to happen to Saul. That was such a crazy thing that Nacho did, though. But I think I think that it was very well calculated. Okay, definitely. Like he knew exactly. Okay, like listen, what if I do something brave, like an act of bravery in front of Lalo, and then Lalo will then obviously then begin to trust me. And then you know what? He'll start telling me all of his deep, dark, deepest secrets about what he's doing, his plan, etc., etc., etc. All right, no complaints here. Great episode. This wasn't a terrible one, nor was it much filler. I think that this is progressing the story very well. But all right, if you guys do want to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the second tier. This is such a great shot. Macro. Super thin plane. Like, maybe, 105? Maybe 100 or so? How about this? Let's just go on off the deep end here and say that probably this is a 90mm to 105mm macro lens, probably producing... At this scale, probably 3-to-1. Like it's 3. Yeah, I'll say 3-to-1. It's 3 times bigger than it actually should be on the sensor of the actual camera. I'm gonna go ahead and say a 3-to-1 or 2-to-1 macro. And this is definitely not a cinema lens. It's a photography lens they're using. For this here. You can tell how thin the plane is, guys. It's like F8, F11 maybe. Probably F11. It's not as thin as it could be, but yeah, probably. Forget all that nonsense. Great shot, bros. Yeah, like my I love macro lenses, but my specific favorite is made by there's a couple of them. Sam Yang makes a really good one, and I do like the one that Sony produced a couple of years ago. It was a 90mm, I think f2.8 macro. It produced 1-to-1. I generally don't need anything more than like 1-to-1, but I love that lens. Okay, easily one of my favorite lenses. It can also double as like a portrait lens, but I've noticed if you ever shoot with like a full frame over 50 or 60 megapixels, and you shoot and you actually photograph someone's face with it, it's incredibly sharp. Easily the sharpest lens I've ever used in my entire life. I'll give you that one there. Autofocus lens. It is macro, but again, it's just meant to resolve extremely like fine details. So now imagine getting every single pore of someone's face. Guys, I mean, I guess that's intriguing. You can probably count hairs on people's beards and eyebrows and things like that. That's a thing. All right. But I would have honestly never thought of it like this type of shot popping up in a guys, this is exciting. I'm sorry. This is a very nice car. Very nice car. Not the style that they have it in, right? But as in the internals, I have no idea what it is. It's Oldsmobile, but
Please keep in mind that whatever happened between Mr. Varga and myself, I'm hoping that it's just water under the bridge. Because after all was said and done, you
Saul,
did walk
shut
out
your
a
mouth.
free man. I mean, you weren't even in custody for a full day. And I admit it was a tad bumpy getting there, but path to justice is rarely smooth, so I'm hoping that in the end, you know, the final result speaks for itself.
I hate those wheels.
You had business with my cousin, Tuco.
So, Ignacio and I, we got something you can do for us.
Really?
Yeah, we got a legal problem.
A legal problem. Fantastic. So,
This is also a very,
For a minute,
very
I thought
nice
it
shot. Not this
swallowing
angle, the other
condoms
angle.
filled with heroin.
This one right here.
No, maybe later.
Do the math. It's like 925 $25. Yeah. Yeah.
7,925?
It's the going rate, so.
Sure. For your trouble, let's make it 8.
Well, okay. Then.
Okay.
Another.
I mean, you could have probably said any number. I'm gonna be honest, Saul, but
I don't know, Mike. How about you call it a night? Put him in the register and pour me another.
Mike is crashing out. I understand though. I get it. I mean, I still don't think you should have spoke to your granddaughter like that, though. I mean, to be honest.
I think you've had enough. Take it down now.
Why? What's the reasoning behind this?
Please.
Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. If you are in a commission of a crime and you're trying to harm you, like you're trying to take something from someone, I don't care about your life anymore. I understand your situation could have put you into that situation to then attempt to thoroughly accost someone else on the street, bro. You forfeited your life. Okay. I'm telling you, like whatever you did to get to that situation, to then do something to that man while walking down the street. Listen, just understand if something happens, I don't want to see t-shirts of the person who just got annihilated on the middle of the street. I don't want to see t-shirts of this with this man's face on it. Okay? Call that forfeiture of life. Put your foot onto someone's property by breaking into their house, bro. I am sorry. I apologize. It may sound wild. All right? But under no circumstance do that. You forfeited your life. I'm telling you. Like, if you made it out alive, congratulations. You know, you made it out alive. But life forfeiture. You want to risk it all? Well, you did. You risked it all.
But you know what? Financially speaking, Saul Goodman just had his best day yet. Ka-ching.
Good for Saul.
Your idea, like your idea of what the best day ever is for you is completely different than her. Like, listen to what just happened here. I made basically the most money I ever made in one day in this day. Congratulations, Saul. While she's celebrating that she's getting to basically work for free. All right. Like, I mean, can you be any more different? Any more different? I mean, if money is your motivator,
I better prep for tomorrow.
and this is definitely a different woman than the other episode. Not last episode, but the first time we saw the throuple.
Sorry.
So there's one woman that interchanges by the look of it.
What are you doing?
I have to take it apart to clean it.
¿Todo bien?
Sí, claro. ¿Puedo pasar? ¿No te importa?
Claro.
Everybody just has like these amazing vehicles. Everyone, it seems. Except for Walt. Walt had a terrible car. I actually just installed these panels pretty recently into my studio as like a secondary or let's say like a secondary backdrop. I throw light on one side.
¿Cómo estás, papá?
Ya te dije lo que tienes que hacer. Deja esto. Entrégate a la policía.
No.
Enfrenta lo que has hecho. Si quieres huir, huye.
I asked you to handle it.
We are, but there's just...
Steph, this is not the time, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of conflicted,
Ms. Wexler,
but I understand her
reviewed your
motives.
motion to dismiss and the state's one-page response.
This is not your client's first negative interaction with the victim, which shows pattern of behavior, and as such, I still agree with the state that this matter is worth the court's time.
Your Honor.
Jury selection begins June 16th.
Now look at that.
I'm sorry, this didn't go our way. Going
Pro
your way,
bono,
you're gonna
and
get
now
dismissed with a long
going
shot.
to a jury
Judge,
trial.
I'm kinda mad. Yeah, she can come off that way, but she is actually very fair. Of course.
We've all been here. Once in a while, you have to give a little to get a little, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Viola's already briefed Steph and Gary. They'll take your afternoon cases and get continuances if necessary. So get yourself down there, stat.
Exactly.
All right.
Like
I'm on my way.
I understand it may be too much for you to handle and all these other things, but you gotta pay the bills, no? Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be the season of the crossovers. It feels like that because we're seriously getting up there in time.
If that's true, things can go well for you.
My partner's right. That kind of information can lead to good things.
Oh yeah. The department gets money, and we'll forget about the
Give me the
law.
Where the drugs come from. It's all good, man. Really? Come on. That's your name?
Listen, officer.
Special agent.
Oh, the DEA. Oh, I see. Okay, the feds. Well, what, they don't teach the Constitution at Quantico these days?
Yeah, Quantico is FBI. There's no $500,000. Never was.
Yep. Bullshit. I called it good.
You did.
Hold on, guys.
I think I'm gonna
Hold
blow
on.
this pop stick.
Wait a
You
second.
gentlemen have a great afternoon.
Hold up, guys, one
Hey,
second.
have a good day. We're doing it here.
Guys, what if we say it's contingent?
Contingent?
Upon
On what?
Results. Oh, well, then he just stays here. I mean, we're back where we started. But if his information leads to something...
Well played.
What?
If his information leads to arrests.
Okay, or money. Did you want money?
So he gets picked up, he calls me, I call you, gets taken care of, no questions asked.
Okay. But it's contingent. Sure. And this better be worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
He,
So, like
he
I said,
plays
there are these
everybody.
3 dead drops.
I like
First
that.
one's under a bridge up by Chavez Road.
I wouldn't
over
want to be
Hillsdale
involved
Street.
in it, but
Second one's in an empty rail yard off Waldron in a train shed. There's a
Mr. Acker, I think you're home. My name is Kim Wexler, and I'd really like to talk to you.
so this is the last holdout.
However, and I know this may be difficult to wrap your head around, your lease stipulates that the property owner can buy you out at any time for fair market value plus $5,000.
You signed that? Like, you leased the land, then built a permanent structure onto the land, and within the contract it dictates that they can basically say get out at any time. Did you read the contract?
Oh,
You people are all the same. You're soulless money grubbers.
please, Mr. Acker, how about we just discuss this? Civil.
Adverse possession means this is my land.
How long has he been on it?
You made that argument in court, and the judge ruled against you.
Oh my God! It's because the bank is most likely they're better lobbyists. Let's say adverse possession. Yeah, he's been there for a long time, depending on where you are, I guess, right? But he built something on there. He has been paying taxes, most likely. But being that he never owned the land, he never actually paid any money on the land. So I guess that by itself, he was never paying taxes. He was just paying rent. That's a tricky one, bro. Yeah, he's not gonna, never mind. Forget the fact that the bank may have better lobbyists. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. He's never paid any taxes on that land. So, I mean, how can you really possess it like that matter? I mean, you're basically squatting on someone's land now. But yeah, you've been there for a long time, but I don't know, guys. It's a tricky one.
And you're one of those people that give a little money to charity every month so you can make up for all the bad that you've done. You go to a soup kitchen once a year on Thanksgiving. That makes you feel a whole lot better about yourself. Makes you feel like one of the best rich people. Oh, I don't know how in the world you sleep at night.
This is not what she need. Like, she's already going through a lot. Okay, she's already going through a lot. She's trying to decide if Mesa Verde is of any importance to her life, even though, yes, in fact, that is what pays her bills. That is what is allowing her to drive this shiny German car. Okay, but in all actuality, she's like, I really like doing the pro bono stuff. That only goes so far, right? I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to give that analogy because that'll sound ridiculous. But she really is in like a troubling moment, I think, right now in her life. And this guy is trying to read her like she is one of the people here, but in fact, she's not. She didn't even want to do this. Right? But what does he know? All he knows is that someone is trying to, in fact, take him off of his land. That's what he knows. So he's kind of firing blindly, kind of. I'm not sure she specifically deserves, like this amount of grief that's kind of coming towards her, but they do. In this context.
Why should you get to drag this out for 7 months while all of your neighbors, every single one of them, played by the rules? Do you think you're special? A contract means something. It's the law, and it's enforceable. Deal with it.
That was a lot. That was exciting. Okay. That right there. Okay. That's how you deal with things, okay? Okay? That's how you deal with things. Jesus Christ, that was like the most. I'm sweating. I'm shaking. That was nice, Kim. Thank you. Do more of that. All right? Be sharky. That was spectacular.
And one more thing. You're going to have to find a different attorney for future endeavors because my schedule is just very, very tight.
You'll make time.
Listen to that. Listen, I understand that there are a lot of foreign manufacturers who make a lot of like solidly outputting engines based off of small liter values, let's say. I get it. 2 liters producing 400 something horsepower. I get it. But I'm sorry, bro. The sound of like a naturally aspirated V8 producing the same horsepower, there's nothing better than that sound. It isn't. But you know what? That's fine too. Enjoy life.
Who exactly did I just set up?
Imagine. The car that we saw going around that circle is a V8, obviously. And I'm almost positive this one here is a German V8. It's like an A8L or something. All-wheel drive.
I know you don't want to move, but whatever house you choose will be yours. You'll own it and the land forever. You're right. I can't pretend to understand what you're going through. I've never owned a house.
It was a terrible deal to begin with, and this is why it's incredibly important to make sure you look over the contracts that are actually being signed. That one specific clause in the contract, oh, don't do that.
My family never owned one either. We never owned anything. When I was little, my mother used to shake me awake in the middle of the night, yelling it was time to go. She was always one step ahead of the landlord. I'd throw my things in a cardboard box and run outside in my pajamas and bare feet. Sometimes it was so cold.
These are all the things that made her her today. The reason why she's so adamant about doing a lot of pro bono work is because she's trying to, help the individuals that think life isn't, worth it, I guess, or not worth it. That's not what I'm trying to say here. She's trying to help the little guy, basically.
My toes turn blue.
The ones who think the society has given up on them.
The dead drops remain.
Well, now you know your life is worth at least what that is to Gus. We're ending it how we started. That throw was terrible, bro. I want to see it again. Like, look at the angle of the throw. Okay. Look at the angle. think she held on to it too long. Yeah, she held on to it too long. That was actually a much better throw. All right, that's it. All right. I mean, listen, they just both had the ability today to blow off some steam. Jimmy had a wild day dealing with Lalo, setting up basically Gus's enterprise, which I think we pretty much figured that was the case here. Not sure how and why Nacho, well, we do know why Nacho just allowed it all to happen, but luckily he did run over to Gus and be like, hey, this is what's going on. Now, I do like the fact that we're now starting to get some information on Kim's existence. She went through all of this in her life. This is why she is the way she is today. Right? I think it makes all the sense in the world. I thought she just was like a bleeding heart type of individual, but now I understand why she is this way, because her life was absolutely hard. Because you had a hard lived experiences, you tend to do a lot more, let's say, for the overwhelming masses, let's say, right? That's why the pro bono aspect of things make all the sense in the world, guys. All right. I love this show, bro. All right. I think as of right now, this and I'd probably say The Sopranos are I don't even know how I missed those two shows, bro. This one and that one, no idea how I missed that. Either way, guys, in the meantime, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.